Thanks for listening to Jim, Deb, and Kevin, 3 hometown Hoosiers, and now 2022 CMA Award winners.
95.5 WFMS.
Wednesday morning, October 26th. I don't know if you noticed, but the trees are a little bit more naked today.
Yeah, they're a little
You
more
said
bare.
Naked?
Yeah, they're bare.
I didn't
That rain
look.
really knocked some of them down. I know some of the roads I was coming through had leaves all over, so it might be a little slippery out there this morning. You know?
Be careful.
So, yeah, keep that in mind, too. But good rain, about the nature rain, which we needed. So, we'll see if it's going to continue or not when we talk to Chuck here in about 6 minutes or so.
All righty.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up in the country at 95.5 WFAMS. Jim, Deb, and Kevin on this Wednesday morning.
Could be a lucky Wednesday.
Could be a lucky Wednesday for you.
Yeah.
The Powerball.
Yep, the jackpot grows to $700 million for tonight's drawing. That is the 8th largest jackpot of any game in U.S. history.
All right.
$700 million.
I'll get a ticket.
What'd you get? I can't think of the word
what's
I'm
the
looking
threshold?
for.
How much it'd have to be before you go?
Pressured into it?
I'm going to buy a
It's
ticket.
kind of like if you don't, then you can't win. It's like the
Right.
$25K country cash. If you don't enter the keyword at 8 o'clock this morning, you don't have a chance at the $100 or the $25,000.
That's true.
But now, when you guys have done, do you pick particular numbers you think
Yes.
are lucky?
I've
You
never
Ones
done
that
it.
are important to me.
do? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I've never done it.
You never have?
Maybe today's the day I'll go do
Are
that.
you serious?
Yeah.
I usually do quick pick. I don't say, give me 5 quick picks.
You're like my sister. She bought her first lottery ticket for the first time ever
Yeah, and one?
about 3 months ago. No, she didn't win.
Oh, well, then never mind.
We've already told you if she'd won.
Yeah. Well, then maybe she won $5 or something.
But it was surprising to me when she said, I don't know how to do this. And
Yeah.
I said, you're in your 40s. She's never bought a lottery ticket.
Well, today might be the day. $700 million.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd go ahead and give it a try today.
First time
Just
for
in
everything,
case.
Kevy.
First time.
And then remember your best friends.
Oh, I would share it. You know
if
I
you
would.
were to win. Yeah, of
I'd
course
buy
I
you a
know.
breakfast or something.
A breakfast?
I want the restaurant. Jim, Deb, and Kevin talking about the Powerball jackpot. $700 million for tonight's drawing.
Yeah.
It's another way you can win some money, too, and for prizes at least.
Yeah, if you're willing to sit in the middle seat of an airline. Now, Jim, do you like to sit? No, you don't. You need the aisle.
I cannot take the middle seat. I mean, I go into almost a panic attack.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I feel
It's too
I'm
crowded.
claustrophobic.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and all of a sudden, it's like, my butt hurts. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I got to get off the plane.
Now, he likes you like the
What?
aisle. I actually
Yeah.
prefer the window because I want something to look at. Deb, she's always fine sitting in the middle between them.
Yeah, no
and
problem
you're
there.
okay. You don't want to be on any seat, you said.
I really don't want to be on the plane.
So you'll
but if
sit.
I'll sit wherever.
Yeah, you'll sit in the middle. Well, you could be in the drawing. Virgin Australia Airlines is making the middle seat more appealing by launching a lottery where you could win $230,000 in prizes.
Wow, I like that.
It's everything from cash. It's a free airline, future flights. It's just kind of swag, hats, bags, that kind of
People
stuff.
do tend to avoid the middle seat.
Absolutely. So it's kind of like, well, I'll take the middle seat if I'm in the running for the jackpot.
Oh, well, sure.
Or the
Now,
prizes.
does that change things for you, Jim?
No.
If you could change.
He doesn't want to have.
If you could win all that money,
No, I can't do it.
Yeah. Or even-
Wow.
It really
It's not all
I'd
money.
freak
Some
out.
of it's like some of it might be a hat or a
well, it wouldn't be worth a hat for Jim.
or a luggage, some luggage or something
Now, if
like
it's a
that.
quick
But-
flight from here to Cincy, I'm okay. Maybe I can pull that off.
Here's what I love. In the past, when we've booked our own, sometimes it's hit or miss, but when we've booked our own flights for work, I never request a certain seat. And I know you guys are super particular. So if, let's say, Jim books or Kevin books, you guys always stick me in the middle seat, just regardless.
Because you said you don't care.
Well, I never.
Well, and
I don't know
would
if
you-
I've actually come out and said I don't care.
So okay.
I don't
no,
care.
No.
But I've just it's been noted. I've never gotten the window or the
Okay.
aisle.
No. The next time we fly, we're going to put Deb in her own row.
No,
with,
no,
with
no, no,
strangers.
no.
With strangers,
No.
yeah.
Because she doesn't want to sit with her big brothers.
Right.
Okay, I got it.
Last
now.
time I had to fly alone, you had to leave earlier than I did. I held a stranger's hand the whole time, the whole way, and he walked me to my gate because I was so
Yeah.
freaked out.
I think you still have that restraining order in Cleveland. too.
Yeah.
I think it's.
It's a new dating app.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It was not a date.
I love that new dating app.
Yeah, so if you're flying, hold
We could
hands
call
with
it
your neighbor.
Fly assist. See, you can assist kids or women like me who are hot
Okay.
messes.
Okay.
You said it. I didn't.
Jim, Deb, and Kevin, we've got Monday is Halloween coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. Yesterday at this time, or yesterday, I established the fact that I disagree with Carly Pierce, who made the statement that the candy corn is the worst candy for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
hates
She
it.
said that.
She said it. I disagreed.
I agree.
I wrote a little blog about it. We talked about it on the air, and I said that if you mix in salted peanuts, preferably I like the dry roasted peanuts. But
Gotcha.
mix those in with a bowl of candy corn. It tastes like a payday, and it's great.
That makes a
lot
difference.
of folks commented they did agree with me that makes candy corn the way, and that's how you should eat it.
Mm-hmm.
All of that to say, new results came out of a recent poll last night, and it said that circus peanuts have taken over candy corn as the worst Halloween candy.
Yeah, it's like eating styrofoam.
Yeah, I don't like those. I will agree with that. I don't
Yeah.
agree with candy corn being the worst.
I don't know if I've ever had circus peanuts.
Well, you're not.
Well,
missing
you're not missing
much.
anything. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, don't
good.
worry about it. It's fine. Yeah.
Oh, all
They,
right.
they do this thing when you snap them in half, and it sounds like, and it's like eating. I don't know. It's almost like it looks like it shouldn't be edible.
What's the noise
You
again?
snap it in half. That's the best part about it. You snap it in half, and it goes.
Okay.
Wow, I love it.
Do I need to get a hobby?
I think so.
Okay.
Let's sit around and listen to peanuts
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. Well, they're really not peanuts either. They're just
Well,
a candy that's shaped like a peanut.
Right.
And,
And
Deb's
it's
description
orange,
is
I think.
styrofoam. Yeah, is
Yeah.
probably a better
Mm-hmm.
way of describing it. But yeah. So anyway, that is the worst Halloween candy.
In fact, I
you
see
can get.
no one eating them. I don't even know why they still make them. Who's buying it?
It's the fruitcake of Halloween
is.
candy.
That's right.
Yeah, it just keeps coming back year after year.
Kids get it in Halloween trick-or-treat bags. They just give it to mom and dad, and
Yeah.
they give it out the next year. You know?
All right.
So there you go. Now you know. I want to speak to all of our 35 and younger audiences listening right now. I'm telling you look trendy. And now I'm going to speak to for those of us who are over 35 and say, yeah, you look okay.
What do you mean?
Survey says that at the age of 35, you quit caring about being trendy, following the latest fashion trends.
Where do you get these studies? I don't
But
agree.
younger than that,
Interesting.
well, here's why. And I think when I tell you why, you're going to go, yeah, I kind of get that.
Okay.
Those of us over 35 stop following the latest fashion trends because we are overwhelmed by the speed and volume of the new trends. What comes in? It's like, I just bought these shoes, and now you're telling me
Yeah,
they're not
they're
trendy?
style. Right,
You know?
right.
Or I bought this kind of shirt, and now you're saying, you don't wear those anymore.
Right.
So the speed and volume of how often it changes. Those under 35 are like, I'm fine with that.
You might be right about that because I want to be fashionable.
Yeah.
But I don't always feel like I have to wear what's trending.
Where's
You
my
know?
belt?
If that's not what
There
I
you
feel
go.
comfortable in,
Sure.
or if that's not what I think flatters my shape, then I'm not wearing it.
Right.
So I don't have to be like cutting edge, but I don't want to just give up.
Were you
wear
in,
sweats all day?
Were
know?
you in your college years? Were you that way? I'm sure
Probably
you were.
so.
Yeah.
Probably
So I think it's
so.
fairly
Like the other day, I read that skinny jeans are out. Well, I'm wearing them for the rest of my life, so whatever. I'm not going to wear those baggy
You're
mom
making
jeans.
the point of this.
I'm
Exactly
not
right.
going to wear those.
You
They
don't
don't
care.
look good.
Yep, you don't care. You're overwhelmed by the speed and volume
See, that's
of
a
fashion
good point
trends.
there.
Yeah,
That's a good point
Well,
because by the time
Indiana's
you got it,
already behind.
yeah. So
yeah. You look at what's on the what they call the runway models that show what's
Well,
coming.
I don't
for
know anyone that wears
winter.
trash bags.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah. Now I'll let you go. This may surprise you.
Okay.
So be prepared. But I've really never been trendy. I don't really care.
This is my shock face.
I don't really care. I had a conversation with my wife yesterday. She was talking about getting ready for the CMA Award show. We'll be on the red carpet radio doing a series of broadcasts for 2 days with all the stars as they come in. Mm-hmm. And we'll be getting our picture taken a lot. And Andrea said, you need to really think about what you're going to wear during those broadcasts. Even though it's radio, you should,
Does she not like what you've worn in the past?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a
she's
yes.
pointed out that this style of shirt is not flattering on you. This color or colors or pattern
I will say,
or checks are not good on you.
you and
So-
Jim sometimes will wear a pastel color.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really stand out in the photo. So you got to go with like more of a bold color. So I asked you yesterday, and you said, will you wear a vest or a jacket? You go, I might wear a vest.
Yeah.
Look at
Vest,
you.
yeah.
I did, to make my point to Andrea that what I have in my closet's okay. I pointed out that, Deb's husband, Greg, has a row of just checkered shirts or plaid shirts,
Yeah.
doesn't he? That's what he.
Well, it used to.
Okay.
He had
Oh.
19 plaid shirts.
Yeah.
Well,
Until I went through the closet and said, we'll be donating a few.
Not
of these."
happening.
Right.
So anyway, I guess I've never been trendy, but maybe I will be slightly, at least for the CMA Award
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Over 35, you don't really care about the trends. The speed and volume is
coming
reason
up
why.
at you too fast.
Although Jim always wears those really flashy shirts.
Well, Jim's flashy.
Yeah, I'm flashy, not trendy. I'm flashy.
Flashy,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
WFMS. Midway through the week, I know that's got a smile on your face right there. We're going to add to it right this moment with Kevin's bad joke worth repeating.
And it's sponsored by Hearing Solutions of Indiana. You've never heard like this before. Okay, this joke is from Shelley
Okay.
from Danville. Why are frogs always so happy?
Are frogs always so happy? I don't know.
I don't know.
Because they eat whatever bugs them.
Whatever bugs them. All right, Shelley.
Shelley from Danville.
Very, very good. Thank you. You're the pride of Danville this morning. Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Kevin's got your Nash News now. We now know what keeps Scotty McCreery up at night.
Yeah, we're going to tell you what that is in about 30 seconds. Nash News Now, sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Cooling. Luke Bryan, Carrie Underwood, Morgan Wallen, Miranda Lambert, Carly Pierce, Kelsey Ballerini, and Zach Brown have all been added to performers of next month's CMAs.
Wow.
And the list will grow, they say.
Yes, it will.
The show will also open with an all-star tribute to Loretta Lynn.
Oh, man.
The
Oh, that's
opening.
going to be so good.
Yeah.
That will be great. They always hook you with something great.
Yep.
Yeah,
Of course,
imagine.
I think the CMA Award show is produced and done extremely well. Hosted this year by Luke Bryan and Peyton Manning.
Peyton
It'd be
Manning.
It's going to be
hilarious.
fun. Runaway June, one of Deb's favorite acts, shared a clip of their new song, Broken Hearts Do Broken Things, which will be out on Friday. It's the first big release with their newest member, Stevie Woodward. She joins Natalie Stovall and Jennifer Wayne earlier this year. Jennifer Wayne is the only original member of Runaway June.
Yeah. Naomi left back in May, I think.
Yeah.
And if you look at the new lead singer, she's got the same dark hair, the same great figure, but then you got to look closely like, wait, that's not Naomi. It's just a different face.
Yeah. So they got somebody looked and sounds like her.
Right.
Maybe. I don't
Best
know.
of luck to them.
So Scotty McCreery's wife, Gabby, gave birth to their first child on Monday. The boy is named Merrick Avery McCreary.
Oh, I like that name.
That's a mouthful. There's a lot of R's in that, too. Merrick Avery McCreary.
Yeah.
And they're going to call him, though, by his middle name, Avery. So
Okay.
welcome the young
Yeah.
man.
That's interesting. Why didn't they just make Avery his first name then?
They said it's a family tradition on her side of the family where folks go by their middle name. I do. My first name is Chester. It's Chester Kevin.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Interesting.
Now you know. That's your National News Now.
Jim, Deb, and Kevin, time to clean the freezer out a little bit.
Evidently.
That's right. In fact,
6 things, right?
6 things that are in your freezer. If they're there right now, toss them.
Okay.
In fact, I made sense when I looked through the list. Number 1, refrozen foods. And why they say that is,
Refrozen, yeah, I
let's
know.
say you've taken something out, you defrosted it, and then you realize, somebody wants
Yeah,
to go out to
guilty of
dinner.
that. I'm guilty of that.
Oh, you pop it
You
back in the
can't let it
freezer.
defrost and then stick it back in the freezer. Do you do that?
I've done it maybe once or twice when
They
it's
say-
like I've thought out something and then it's like, yeah, you want to go to Applebee's? Okay.
Yeah. If you've left it out for more than 2 hours, especially,
All right,
you
throw it
cannot
away.
So
refreeze
you've
it.
frozen botulism, basically. Okay.
Okay, that
That's
sounds
one.
super delicious.
All right.
So toss that one in the trash. Okay, number 2, frozen leftovers that you forgot about. Because those leftovers that you brought home from the restaurant and you intended to heat up again, they say they should be eaten within 3 or 4 months. If they're not, you've just shoved them back to the back of the freezer. You got to toss
Leftovers.
them out. That's according to the
I
USDA.
never had that problem.
They never make it to the freezer.
Yeah, they never make it to the freezer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You get
They're
those
gone.
heated up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, the third item is freezer burned items. This happened to me the other day.
Oh,
I
yeah.
pulled out ice cream to scoop
Oh,
for
ice cream's okay. Freezer burn ice cream's okay.
the worst tasting thing in the world.
No. Now,
Anyways,
like,
it's not hazardous. They say it's not hazardous, but it's not good quality. So at best, if you insist on eating it, they say toss it into a smoothie or something like that where it's not going to, you're just not eating the freezer burned ice cream. That makes sense.
I get you.
You can
Yeah.
use
what
it
about
in
a freezer
smoothie.
burn steak? Do you
Okay,
toss
we're
that
going
in
to
the
move
blender
forward.
too?
Thank you, Kevin. So number 4 on the list, smelly ice cubes. And
Oh,
here's why.
yeah.
If you have ice cube trays and you've put them next to food that is very aromatic, let's say a bag of shrimp,
Yeah.
frozen
Oh,
shrimp,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
it tends to absorb that. And
I could see that being a problem.
that's not good.
Yeah.
So obviously they say you need to replace if you use ice trays.
That's
Not
that was
everybody does.
number 4?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
one you were talking about earlier.
Yes,
Yeah.
number
Okay.
4. Well, that just sounds gross.
Here's a
does.
glass of water that smells like
Fish. That's nasty.
Good.
Okay, so let's see here. Number 5. Now I used freezer burned items. I used ice cream as an example earlier, but that was just for any food.
Okay.
Specifically, number 5 is ice cream on the list. They say it only stays fresh for 3 months in the container.
Oh, well, I ain't gonna, don't worry about that.
You guys would eat it anyway. You know when it's gross, you see
No,
the
it never
ice,
gets to that
not in there
point.
for 3 months.
icicles along the
Deb,
side. Oh, it doesn't get that.
doesn't
to that
last
point.
that long.
Got it.
I mean,
got it,
it
got
might
it.
not even last 3 days.
If you have any kind of pastries, toaster items that have cream cheese or any kind of a cream or cheese in general,
Okay.
they need to be eaten within 1 month. People tend to think, I think, what are those ones called? We used to get the generic brand of like the toaster oven.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've been shoved at the back, and I think it's been 8 months. Is anybody eating these? Let's throw them away.
Jim-
Well, they're supposed to be eaten from the freezer within 1 month.
I didn't realize we were so healthy, Jim.
Yeah.
We don't eat anything bad like
Got an
that.
empty freezer.
Those things don't last in our freezer.
No way.
No.
The cheese and cream go bad, is what they're saying.
Cheese and cream. Okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense there.
Okay.
You know what
I would say the one that's most important is that that refreezing the food. I'm guilty of that.
Have you?
I haven't. I've thawed chicken. I haven't used all the chicken for my dish, and then I think I've put what I didn't use back.
That's fine.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, well, again, never quite makes it to that point there. What I love is reaching down there and you pull something out and you have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
You know, what's it? Because it's wrapped in like foil, then it's in a plastic bag.
Oh, I
freezer
wrapped
bag,
pork chops
yeah.
in foil. Then you go to unwrap them, and then little bits and flecks of the foil come off. I finally just throw the whole thing away.
Yeah. To just take a little space
My wife
there.
is good. Sometimes she'll write what it is and even the date that it is on there.
Oh,
you know.
good for her.
But other times she doesn't. It's a, like you said, just kind of a
What
game.
is this?
It's shaped like a pork chop, but it doesn't look like one.
The date, though, when you look at it, it says 2014. That's a problem.
Well, but you know how old that is then. You know? That's 8 years old.
At that point, just keep it.
It's like wine.
Just keep it.
Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Deb's got your daily dirt. And what was going on with Katy Perry?
Yeah, her eye causing her some problems. We'll share in just a moment, in about 30 seconds. First, sources say Leslie Jordan was suffering shortness of breath in the weeks before his death. You may recall we shared on Monday that he died in a car crash over the weekend, and believe that he had a medical emergency, crashed his car into the wall of a building. But they do believe he was suffering shortness of breath, had made an appointment with the cardiologist, and just had never made it there.
Oh.
Very sad. Katy Perry was in the middle of a Las Vegas concert when she had trouble keeping her right eye open. As weird as it sounds, people noticed, fans could see that it was glitching, and it looked like they compared it to like a baby doll with an eye that kept closing. That's weird.
Yeah.
Too much glue on those fake eyelashes, I wonder?
Well, I mean, maybe a lash was heavy.
Right.
I don't know, because
Evidently.
that's kind of weird. But she joked about it. Luke Bryan, Carrie Underwood, Morgan Wallen, Miranda Lambert, Carly Pierce, Kelsey Ballerini, Zach Brown Band, just to name a few, have been announced as performers at next month's CMA Awards. The show will open with an all-star tribute to Loretta Lynn. And they say that some of those artists that we just mentioned will also be on stage for that all-star tribute.
Don't miss the beginning.
That is, you never miss the beginning, especially when it's going to be hosted by Luke Bryan and Peyton Manning because they're naturals.
Congrats to Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Proud to be part of your morning routine. And now 2022 CMA Award winners.
It brightens my day.
95.5 WFMS.